Hello, everybody. This is my first video ever. Uh, my name is Trent. I'm 32 years old, and I have been suffering from electronic harassment and gang stalking for about the past 4 or 5 years now. It seems like. Um, this is so hard to put into words what I've been experiencing. It's nothing normal. It's something very, very strange, very sad, very unusual. And I guess I'll tell you when this all started. My best friend was being investigated by the feds for distribution of a controlled substance, or an illicit substance, I mean. Um, and that's when all these strange things started happening, was when he was being investigated. And I think I was living at his house. It was pretty much a trap house. And I noticed SUVs following me as I was walking down the sidewalk. Black SUVs, black tinted windows with all these stickers on the windshield, different, I'm guessing, like parking passes and stuff to federal facilities and stuff. They would follow behind me going 2 miles an hour, just slowly following behind me, and I would notice them and attempt to walk over to the vehicle, and they would speed away real fast. It's obvious that they didn't want contact with me. Uh, it just turned my whole world upside down, you know? And I'm going to go back a little bit. I've been suffering from addiction for since I was 13. That's when I started getting high, when I was 13. And I've done pretty much every drug under the sun, and I know the effects of every drug. I know how long it takes for you to start getting delusional off of uppers, and it just doesn't line up with what I started experiencing after I started getting gang stalked. I started noticing unusual voices in my head, images in my head that seemed to just pop out of nowhere, almost like they're being like sent to me, you know? And it's like, what the fuck is going on? I think I'm schizophrenic. And at the end of the day, I don't think I'm schizophrenic. I think that there's some sort of covert program going on for certain individuals, targeted individuals. And I think that I'm one of them because, okay, they, it seems like they only harass me when I relapse and I get high. I don't know if that's for plausible deniability or if there's some other reason for it. Maybe I'm more susceptible to the technology when I'm high. But I do know the difference between paranoid delusions from staying up too long. Like, I stayed up for 14 days once. I know what the hallucinations are like, and I know what the hallucinations are like from whatever technology that they might be using against me. It's very clear. My ears start ringing really loud. I mean, just like ringing, and I can almost feel the waves bouncing off my head. It's very uncomfortable. They can take control of my body. They can make it feel like I'm suffocating. I've had multiple experiences where only been up for one day and got high, and all of a sudden I hear this voice in my head. I hear this voice in my head. Sorry, I've had a few beers. I have this voice in my head that says, "Welcome to hell," and all of a sudden I start hearing the most horrible noises imaginable. I have to listen to my parents getting raped and abused. and I run up the stairs because I'm living at my parents' house. I lost my career. I've pretty much lost everything except for my parents now. And I run upstairs and I knock on the door, and they wake up and they open the door and they say, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Oh my God, I'm sure there's somebody here. There's somebody that's hurting you." And they say, "Trent, are you on drugs again? Because obviously we're fine. Nothing's happening." And I just don't know who would be sick enough to to do that to somebody, to make them listen to your loved ones being abused. Sorry, this is really hard to talk about. I like to think of myself as a spiritual being. When I was 17, my sister gave me a book that was channeled material. The book was called Matthew, Tell Me About Heaven, and it was a mother who lost her son to a car accident when he was 17, the same age that I became spiritually awakened, so to speak. Um, the material in that book just resonated with my soul, and I'd never felt my soul before. I was just another bot, an NPC walking down the road. And I think there's a spiritual war going on this planet between good and evil. And I think the people that are perpetuating these programs, or perpetuating this harassment to people, are involved in a spiritual war between good and evil. And about God, I'm terrible with dates and times and places and things. My mind is just a little bit burnt out, I think, from all the drugs. But um, I actually got a visit from Matthew, the boy who was killed in a car wreck, and his mother channeled him through her mind. Um, he came to me one night when I was just ready to die. I was suicidal. I was ready to hang myself. And he came to me and pushed white light into my body. And it was the most amazing experience I've ever felt. I can't explain the unconditional love that I felt. It was out of this world, and I know it was a spiritual experience. And I felt connected to the entire solar system, the entire galaxy, even. And it was just pure, unconditional love. And I think that they see that as a threat, you know? Um, I think the Earth is going through a lot of changes right now and activating dormant DNA, causing telepathy, um, empaths to awaken, star seeds to awaken. And I think they see this as a serious threat to their control structure. I mean, this world has been controlled by defense contractors, the government, what have you, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them. The military-industrial complex has deeply invested in controlling this world and making money off war, famine, and suffering. And so yeah, this is my first video. Um, if anyone out there has had similar experiences to what I have experienced, please give me an email. I will leave my email in the description. And I just pray for all you out there that are suffering from this type of covert harassment, to speak out, to raise awareness, and to try to love one another. I think that's what being on Earth is all about, is learning to love one another. And I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've been an addict almost over half my life now. I've been an addict. And I don't know if I'll ever beat addiction or not. Um, right now I've been clean for about 4 or 5 days off of hard drugs, and I use alcohol right now to dull the voices in my head because I hear voices all the time talking down to me, just saying mean, terrible things, narrating what I'm doing and calling me an idiot and worthless. And I'm not sure if it's my subconscious or if it's them. I don't know. But I'm sure whenever I get high that they show up. They know when I get high and they fucking show up. And it's so unreal. Like the experiences that I've had, the people that have come up to me and told me things. They want to try to convince people that I'm a snitch, that I'm going to set you up for drug deals and stuff. I've never set anybody up. I've never been a snitch. My lawyer tried to get me to turn on my drug dealer the first time I got arrested, and I chose not to, and I had to pay the consequences for that. I had to go to jail for a year, and it really wasn't that bad of an experience. I met a lot of cool people in jail, actually, which is crazy to say, but yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Uh, I hope that somebody sees this and gains something from it. Um, it's become to the point now that I'm agoraphobic. I'm afraid to leave the house. I'm living with my parents and I'm in my 30s. It's just pathetic. I've I had a career and I lost it due to drug use, and also from them too. They had to play a part to play in it. And yeah, I'll let you guys go. Um, please be safe. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, okay. Take care.